Hey, two viewers, TJ Pyramid here, back with another review, but not of a movie, of a book I just finished the other day. Took me maybe a day to finish it. It was just that fun, just that good of a read. What's cool about the book is it takes place right here where I live, not in my house, but in the city I live in, Salem, Oregon. Because one, the author is from here. His name is Adam Gallardo. And the other thing is the bookstore where I bought the book is where he works. So the book is Zomburbia, a zombie apocalypse novel. Here's the cover. Very cool cover. Love that cover. Right there. Adam Gallardo, mostly known for his work on writing comics. He's the writer of Star Wars Infinities, Return of the Jedi, the creator of 100 Girls, and Gear School. So, if you've heard of those, very cool. So this book just came out probably a few weeks ago. You have your main character in this, Courtney Hart, just a rowdy, gothy, emo-y type teenage girl working at Bully Burger. Not a real restaurant, but there are real street names in this and other real restaurants and businesses located here in Salem used in and throughout the book. So you have Courtney Hart and her best friend Sherry, who have basically known each other since they were little, and you can tell by the way the banter between them goes back and forth. It just feels like people, that have known each other for a while. You can just do you can get the little word punches into the people, what pisses them off, when and what to say, and things of that nature, to get under their skin. But they both work at Bully Burger. And Courtney is working there for bigger reasons. She wants to get out of Salem and get to New York. So she kind of has a side job while working at Bully Burger. And by this time, I imagine this is somewhere in the future, because you have your rich people that live in these really nice gated communities to where the zombies can't get in because the walls are extra reinforced. And the more poor people in the basic neighborhoods still have, like really, really good chain link fences, because the zombies aren't really smart enough to, unhook knobs and gate latches and things like that, So you're pretty safe because they usually don't come at you in a horde. So you're pretty safe. But Courtney's side job in this book at Bully Burger is selling vitamin Z, which is basically a hybrid, high-grade cocaine, basically made of zombie brains. And when you're high on vitamin Z, it kind of makes you feel like the undead. You have that craving for meat and blood and flesh. And there are instances throughout the book where you will see certain characters in this book high on vitamin Z, and the outcome at the end of one of those episodes is really bad, really nasty. Oh my, really, really nasty. And gross, by the way, and gross. Good job, Adam Gallardo, for grossing me out, because nasty. So yeah, she sells vitamin Z, and the Bully Burger restaurant, and I assume most of the other restaurants, have these bigger, more high-security chain link fences around them, and to get in you have to push a buzzer. The big chain link gate rattles open, you pull in your car, you walk in, you go inside, you order your food. It even has its own SWAT team, big-time security guard guy that basically watches the place. So the shufflers, as the zombies are known as this, shufflers can't get in. He's, full up in SWAT gear, has a giant riot shield, a baton, anything he needs to do to take the zombies out to make sure they don't get the customers, and the customers get their Bully Burgers. So yeah, Courtney wants to get to New York City to go to college, but the bigger cities, I'm assuming besides New York, like Chicago, Los Angeles, things like that, have been completely sealed off to the public. Nobody's getting in. They are way too overrun with zombies to let anybody in. They're just not safe to go to. So randomly, Courtney goes to a website that kind of gives an update on, what is the government, what is the military doing to try to clear out these cities? When's it going to be safe again? When can people go back and start, living there again, habitating the spaces within those city walls? And so she keeps saving her money that she makes from Bully Burger, and she makes it from the money she makes on her side job of selling vitamin Z. Um, all the characters in this, especially Courtney and Sherry, have very witty, snide attitudes and personalities, especially the secondary character of Sherry, Courtney's friend. Uh, she's just mouthy, just a mouthy little thing. And when I was reading this, it kind of reminded me of a 1980s John Hughes film. You know, pick your John Hughes film, whatever one you may like. I like most of them. And just throw zombies in there. And really, that's the feeling, because you have the wittiness, you have the razor sharp humor, you have pop culture references. You know, everything from uh, Wild Bunch, the Fantastic Western of Wild Bunch, which you wouldn't think would pop up in a zombie book, and just various other things. You know, All the President's Men, Black Hawk Down. Yeah, you have all that. So within the zombiness here, you still have Courtney. She's still getting ready for the end of the school year. So, you know, there's still parties and stuff to go to. And there's a boy in this, Brandon, who really likes her, really likes Courtney. And he's usually not the type that would go for a girl like her. You know, he's more of the jock type thing. So you have the interaction between those two, and the budding romance between those two, which is really fun to kind of experience along with them. And there are certain twists and turns in this that you won't be expecting. There are certain characters within this book that, let's just say, don't make it to the end of the book. And how they got is pretty cool. I mean, if you know, you look at the cover and you're expecting, okay, this book needs to have some blood in it or something. Yeah, there's plenty of blood. Courtney has a friend named Willie who drives this gigantic car, like a big old Cadillac type thing, and they've replaced the metal bumper in the front with like a big, like, railroad tie, the big chunky blocks of wood, just so they can drive down the street and smash into these shufflers, these zombies, and see how high they can get them to fly, and hear the crunch of the bones in their skull and neck as they hit the pavement behind them. There are sniper bullets to the top of heads. There are zombies running at you, holding chunks of someone's foot coming at you. There are there's slower zombies, like the George Romero type zombies, and then there's kind of another breed that Courtney is noticing throughout the book. It kind of builds up a little bit more. There's getting to be these faster zombies, these runners, that will come at you on a dime, just like full sprint, and they are fast and quick and a little bit more vicious than the slower ones, and they also seem a little bit smarter. But yeah, there's nobody in this book drives a car without a shotgun of some sort in it, or some type of pistol to take out the zombies. There's gut munching. There's heads being lopped off. So it's loaded with violence. It's loaded with gore, which I expected. You know, you also have the romance aspect, the high school aspect, and it's like I said, it's like a John Hughes film with zombies thrown in, and some gore and blood and violence. But it's a really, really fun book, really well written. And what's cool is, too, being that Adam Gallardo works there, I actually got my copy signed by him. So that's really cool. Really nice guy, too. Talked to him for a little while. And the sequel to this actually comes out in January. It's called Zombified. Looking forward to this. But if you want a good read, it's 300 and, let me see here, 300 and, almost 340, a little over 340 pages. I read this in a day. It was just that much fun. I kept wanting to see what happens next and next and next to the characters in this book. And yeah, there are some big surprises in this book, in the middle part of the book and the end of the book, that you really won't see coming, especially being the first book of a series. You might have thought that certain characters in this film would have made it through to the second book or something, and and it's kind of, stuff happens, and you're like, oh man, no, not that character, and really surprising stuff, but a fun read. You know, like I said, gory, bloody, funny, witty, smart, just really fun. So, if you can grab a copy of Zomburbia, check it out. It's well worth reading. Super fun. I really, really enjoyed this. This is put out on Kensington. Yeah, Kensington. The label of Kensington. So, there we go. That's my review of Zomburbia. Really fun. Thanks for watching. Comment down below. Subscribe. Spread the word. And cheers. Thanks for watching.